In this video, I will be teaching you how to create a block explorer for your coin. There are many examples of explorers out there. One of the best I have found was Equitus. This is used by many other coins at the moment. However, it does not display the number of masternodes on your network. There has been a new version of Equitus called Sequitus, which now displays the masternodes that are online, as well as how many are offline. This is the explorer we will be setting up today. There are four main aspects to creating an explorer for your coin. First, we need to make a transaction from our wallet to another wallet. This is so we can have some reference to our blockchain for the explorer. This will be used to ensure links on the API are valid. Next, we will be creating a virtual server. Just like before, we will create a $5 server on Ubuntu 16.04. And we need to install the dependencies to be able to run the wallet. We will also be adding a whole bunch of dependencies for the Explorer setup. So many in fact, that this will be pretty much a copy and paste tutorial. The commands to paste will be found in the document called Block Explorer Pastebin. The third aspect is configuration. We need to configure the settings of the Explorer to match our own coin specs, adding the RPC port, the Genesis information, etc. Then lastly, we will be running Forever. Forever is a program that allows us to run the npm after we close the virtual server terminal. Without it, you would need to keep the terminal open. Okay, let's get started. Starting off in our Qt, we need to consider how to make a transaction to another wallet. You can do it one of two ways. The first way is to open your Windows Qt and create a receiving address. Then send a small transaction from your Ubuntu wallet to your Windows wallet. Or the second way is to create a burn address. This is what I will show you now. A burn address is an address that contains coins that can't be spent because the wallet.dat file no longer exists. So to do this, let's exit this Qt now. In our home folder, we need to open the hidden files. Just like before, we hold Ctrl and H. We're going to cut out our Vision Xcore file. Do not delete this, as it has our pre-mine on the wallet. Cut the file. Paste it into the desktop to keep it safe. Then returning to the home folder, we will see it is gone. What we do now is fire up the Qt again. This time we will have a fresh install, and it will create a new .vision xcore file. Inside our new Qt, go to Settings, and choose Receiving Addresses. Then choose New. We're going to label this as Explorer Transaction. Click OK. Then, hover over the address and right-click, choose Copy Address. Then close the box. Exit the wallet and open a new document in your text editor. We will paste the address here for safekeeping. Then return to your home folder. Move the newly created .vision xcore folder into the trash. This means that the wallet.dat file has been deleted. The address labeled Explorer Transaction will still receive the transaction, but nobody will be able to access it and spend it. The coins will be burned. Okay, next we're going to return to our desktop. Cut and paste our original Vision Xcore folder back into the home directory. Then fire up the Qt again. You will see that nothing has changed. As long as we still have the wallet.dat file, we still have our coins. No other file matters. In order to make a transaction, we need to be mining. The blockchain must be moving to carry the funds to our burn wallet. Open the debug console and set generate true. Exit the console. Now go to the Send tab. Here we will paste the burn address labeled Explorer Transaction. You should already be able to just click Paste. But if not, copy it from your text editor again. And then paste it into the box. We're going to send just one Vision X coin. It doesn't matter how much you send. You could actually send less, like 0.1. The amount is not important for the Explorer setup. Just don't go wasting coins. You will never get this transaction back. Here you can see the transaction has been sent. We need to wait for some confirmations for it to be of use to us. But we can continue on while we wait. Around 20 confirmations or more is better. Okay, that is the first stage completed. Next we need to set up a new virtual server to host our Explorer. As you can see, I have already created the server. It has been named Explorer. It is exactly the same specs as the two other servers we have running, the seed node and the master node. It is a $5 Ubuntu 16.04 server. Copy the address and open a new terminal. SSH into this server like before. To host the wallet on this server, we need to install the dependencies as we have done with the previous servers. We can use the read-in docs again. But these documents are in every coin's source code, and the dependencies are exactly the same. We use read-ins just because it's more convenient. I am not going to take you through the process of installing these again. I will fast forward this part of the process. With the dependencies now installed, we can pull our wallet from GitHub. On our repository page under Releases, we can get our path. I have already pasted it into the paste bin to save time. Once the tar.gz is on our server, we will unpack it like before. And then we will run the daemon. Then stop the daemon with the CLI command. This will create the .vision xcore file. So far all this is exactly the same as the last two server installations. Whenever you set up a new server, you need to install the dependencies for whatever program that needs to run. In the future, you can save time by creating a server with just the dependencies installed. Then clone that server each time. Installing dependencies is essential, but time-consuming. Later, when you are confident in your skills, you will find ways to save time. Now that we have started and stopped the daemon, we can navigate to the .vision xcore file. We're going to change the configuration file. Just like before, use sudo nano visionx.config. Inside this file we need to add some important information. We need to add server equals 1. This tells the wallet to act as a seed and connect. Daemon equals 1. This allows us to stop having to add the word daemon every time it is started. RPC user equals user. This username can be anything, but you must make a note of it for later on in this video. We will need to add the user and password settings to match the Explorer settings. RPC password equals password. For the sake of this video, I will just make it password. You should make it something more harder to guess. Note it down for later. RPC allow IP equals 127.0.0.1. This is binding the RPC to our local host. txindex equals 1. This is needed to allow the client to request a reindex of all transactions. Now that is done, you can save and exit the file. But be sure to remember your username and password. Okay, this stage is finished.